Hello, friend. Viviana here, a Vietnamese attorney. Recently, I was sipping a coffee with an investor from Europe. Looking out at the bustling streets of Hanoi, he smiles out. Vietnam is so dynamic. I really want to invest in the green energy sector here. But to be honest, the procedural system seems like a maze, doesn't it? That thought lingered with me. And today, instead of citing dry legal provisions, I want to tell you a story about the real journey of a foreign investor entering the Vietnamese market from the perspective of a legal companion.
This outlines the post-merger liability.
Good, we are aligned.
We are pleased to move forward.
You know, Vietnam right now is like a beautiful girl designed by many investors. Our biggest advantage lies not only in our geographical location, but also in the vast network of free trade agreements, which means FTAs, stretching across the globe from the EU and UK markets to the US. It means when you manufacture goods here, the doors to exporting with preferential tax rates are virtually wide open. Furthermore, with a young workforce, reasonable operational costs, and direct carbon policies such as corporate income tax, incentives for high-tech, healthcare, or renewable energy sectors, Vietnam is truly a promised land for substantial capital flows. But of course, what path-paid resources doesn't have its thorns? Campaigning with my clients, I've realized the challenge that gives them the most headaches usually isn't the commercial reason but the administrative sharp turns. Vietnamese law can sometimes feel like a matrix of sub-licenses. Depending on your business sector, you might have to knock on quite a few doors to obtain additional retail licenses, fire safety certificates, or security clearances. Sometimes the inconsistent interpretation of laws across different provinces also demands a certain level of patience from investors to see things through. So, if you want to inject capital, how do we begin? Usually, I advise my clients on two main paths. The first path, direct investment, setting a new FDI company. If you prefer building everything from scratch on a blank canvas, this is the choice for you. Imagine this process is like applying for a birth certificate for a child. First, we need an investment registration certificate, which means the IRC for the state to recognize the project's legality. Once you have the IRC in hand, the next step is obtaining an enterprise registration certificate, which means ERC. And boom, at this point, the company is officially born. Feels lighter now, right? Remember, within 90 days of licensing, you must complete your capital contribution through a specialized bank account. The second path, mergers and acquisition. Conversely, if you want a shortcut to success, M&A is a fascinating story. Instead of applying for every single license from the beginning, you simply acquire shares in a well-performed Vietnamese company. In M&A deals, the most crucial step is always the corporate health check, which means the legal due diligence. Just like buying a house, you and your lawyer must thoroughly inspect if the foundation is solid or if there's any financial debts or labor disputes hiding under the bed. Before officially signing the share purchase agreement, Investing in a new country is always like learning a strange dance. At first, it might be a bit awkward, and you might accidentally step on your partner's toes, which means the administrative procedures. But once you catch the rhythm, you could find it truly sublime and immensely valuable. And that's a wrap on investing in Vietnamese umbrella. Your local attorney for FDI and commercial litigation. I would love to be your legal guide to navigate this market safely. If you enjoyed our chat today, please hit subscribe for more tips. Thanks for watching and see you next time.